Okay, this is DBTV. I am here with Richard Geoffroy, the chef de cave of Dom Pérignon, and we are here at the very exciting Dom Pérignon 2003 launch. Everything's been kept very top secret, Richard. Can you tell me what I'm about to experience?
But the first experience of all is the discovery of the wine itself, and, for what it is, for all the challenges, the risks it represented in the making.
Yeah.
To make kind of a statement to say that Dom Pérignon is all that dedicated to vintage, I would say exclusively.
Okay.
And then we stretch the whole thing, that commitment of vintage, that those exclusive characters to the vintage of 2003 through an experience.
Because I've heard there's something to do with the food and wine matching.
Through an experience.
Okay.
So we decided to call it the dark revelation of Dom Pérignon 2003.
Okay.
And you will venture into new territories.
Okay.
Of food, and it's not proper wine and food matching. Which,
right.
No, it's about really pushing characters, stimulating, challenging characters of the wine.
Okay.
To eventually come up with a more precise, more global and precise, clearer picture of the wine, as a whole.
Right, because champagne and food is traditionally quite a difficult thing to match. How at Dom Pérignon do you approach this?
I don't know about champagne as a category as a whole, but when it comes to Dom Pérignon, clearly I always consider Dom Pérignon makes it terrific with food, and I hear more and more so-called experts, referring Dom Pérignon as a terrific food wine.
So would you have like one food in particular you think it goes particularly well with, or?
If you think of Dom Pérignon 2003, the wine being really so expressive, so full, so I would say bold enough. You got to be up to the wine. You cannot be too shy.
Okay.
Otherwise, the wine won't even give it any, consideration.
So quite a
you
boldly
got to be
flavored.
up to the wine. So the wine is as much about really elements of an expression of a ripe fruit, something you could address, or great tremendous intensity of in minerality. So you go for the caviar, for the saffron, go for the dark chocolate, the spices, and be bold.
Okay.
My message here is be bold.
Excellent. I'm sure we will try that later. And you said yesterday, at the event yesterday, that you think the link between acidity and aging in wine is a myth. Is that correct?
Yeah, it is correct. I don't want to over stress on that one issue of acidity, but to get the facts right, yes, the relationship of age worthiness and acidity is totally irrelevant as long as you remain in the right bracket of acidity, and the right bracket is just related to the quality of the terroir. If you are on the right terroir with the right viticulture, there is no issue of acidity whatsoever conditioning age worthiness.
So what do you think is necessary to be in a wine to help it age? What does the wine need?
Look at red wines. Red wines age so great, and
with the tannic structure.
Yeah, it's about tannins.
Does champagne
it's
have
about
tannins?
The red wines don't rely on acidity to age properly. So what's right to reds is right to whites just as well. It's about the phenolic content. It's about the extract. It's about extrait du vin. It's about the substance, the sheer substance of the wine, able to cope, I would say, to buffer with the sheer phenomenon of oxidation.
And you mentioned bitterness is important as well.
Yeah, but it's not directly related to that age worthiness.
Okay.
Bitterness is an expression of phenolics.
Okay.
That's all it is.
Okay.
Voilà.
Excellent. So what's next for Dom Pérignon?
I'm sorry?
What's next for you guys? Do you have another Enotech launch planned?
There's quite a bit coming in the pipeline, for late this year and clearly next year, just as well. New Rosé, a new Enotech next year, quite a bit going on,
Yeah.
and clearly, definitely in the vintage game, you know, there's now so much excitement, anticipation to a new, you know, a coming vintage of Dom Pérignon.
For sure. And you guys are launching the Rosé 2003.
No, 2003 Rosé won't come before long. There is even a 2002 Rosé coming in between. We're still on the current vintage of 2000
Right. Okay.
Rosé.
So 2002.
So we have to go, and that 2002 Rosé is quite a piece of wine.
What's it like?
Yeah, it's a glorious, glorious expression of Pinot Noir.
Okay.
Vibrant, singing Pinot Noir.
Sounds fantastic.
What Pinot Noir should be all about.
And you're very keen on innovations. Are you innovating at all in the vineyard or in the cellar at the moment?
Yeah, nothing revolutionary, but a sort of a continued process of fine tuning, fine improvements. We got to develop to be closer to the terroir, but our way, not really necessarily copying or borrowing anything from outsiders to make it our own.
Okay.
And when we are there, we'll make a statement, not before that.
And finally, there's a big debate at the moment about glassware, specifically for sparkling wines and champagnes. And what would you say the ultimate glassware is to enjoy a glass of Dom Pérignon?
I really believe that one has to go, when it comes to Dom Pérignon, one has to go for bigger glasses, larger glasses, to give it justice. I would say as much in the breathing, and you need a significant headspace.
Sure.
But it's even more in the perception of the wine. I mean the mouthfeel. The bigger glass really allows a more expanded, more textured feel of the wine. So I would say that in the past 10 years, Dom Pérignon has been pushing and promoting really larger glasses.
Yeah.
Now for me it's a fact. It's not even investigation or whatsoever. Now it's a given.
So do you think the champagne flute is dead?
When it comes to Dom Pérignon, sure is.
Yes. Okay, well, Richard Geoffroy, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.